Hello, guys, guys, gals, people. Welcome back. My name is Art, and I'm doing another video. There are a lot of things happening in people's life. Life is a life has a certain dynamic. Okay, where it ebbs and flows. Sometimes you have high waves of good luck, and sometimes you have low waves of good luck, and sometimes you have no luck to bad luck. One of the things that's funny is that right now is close to the anniversary of one of the worst days and worst periods of my life and one of the best periods of my life. Okay? Now let me explain. Like in some of my past videos I've done, I told you about, I told you how I was dating this person. Okay? Basically, I was dating her, but she was dating anything and everything. Okay? Some people call it hypergaming, polyamory, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay? Where I'm was on the sideline, but she was looking for the main thing. And tell you that happens to a lot of people, not just guys, but that also happens to women as well. But the thing is the way how you treat people, about that, it's a different story. So right about this time, about 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago? Yeah, it's like 2 years ago, right? Or a year and a half ago, I can't remember. You know, my car broke down. I was on my way to pick her up from work. And right when I get to where she was at, she was staying in a hotel. My ball joint broke, and I'm like, oh crap, not today, not today of all days. So naturally, I had to get a tow truck. I tried to call her up, but she wouldn't pick up because I was supposed to take her to work. And she then within an hour, then I was like, okay, this is what's going on, blah 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 blah. She was like, oh, okay, damn, really? I'm like, yeah. Broke down right around the corner from where she was at. Okay. Now here's the thing. I'm on this tow truck going home. Going home, and the guy didn't charge me much, which is good. I looked up and I'm like, okay, fine. So that means I'm gonna be down for a couple weeks. Now the funny thing is, while she was doing her thing and I was trying to get my car fixed, I was making sure she got a way back and forth to work. I made sure she had a way back and forth to work. I made sure that she had a way to pay for where she help her pay for where she was staying at. And I looked after a while. I looked up. I was like, why am I doing this? I'm sitting. One day I was sitting home. I was taking a bus home, 3 hour bus ride home, and I was like, man, why am I doing this? I'm here taking the bus, which cost me like $5 each way. But 2.5 to 3 hours of sitting down, standing up, walking around, and all that. And I'm making sure this girl gets back and forth to work, making sure she had an Uber back and forth to work. Why was I doing all that? Because I was in love. She loved me for a certain amount, but I was totally in love with her. And that was my downfall. One day, I got the money. Put some money together. I got some money together. I really got some money together. because for some reason I gave her a lot of my tax refund. What I mean, I didn't just say, here's my $800. Here you go. No, it's more like, well, let me pay for this. Let me pay for that. Because that's at that point, that's what I thought what a man's supposed to do. A man's supposed to do. A man's supposed to provide for the woman he loves, right? I kind of got it backwards. A man's supposed to provide for his wife. Okay. See, I got it backwards. But I got some money together. My mechanic was at my house. He said, "Okay, okay, all we need to do is get this part, and do. Boom, we're back and running. You got the money. You got me. Yeah, I gave him the money. Waiting for the tow truck. She calls me up. She said, "Hey, how's everything going?" I said, "Yeah, finally I'm gonna have my car back this weekend." She was, "Oh, good, great. I'm gonna go home." She was out of town. She was like, "I'm gonna go back to my hometown for like a couple days, and I'll call you when I get back." I'm like, "Okay, all right, cool." Didn't think anything of it. So then, a couple days later, I got my car. Next thing you know, soon she calls me back. Says, "Oh yeah, hey, I'm just gonna hang out with the girls tonight." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I looked up. I was like, "Hang out with the girl." I mean, I didn't think about it. Okay, hang out with the girls. What girls does she know? But then again, she does know some. She does know some girls that she hangs out with sometimes. Okay, but something was strange. Something was strange about that. Now, most girls, when they hang out together, they take selfies with each other, especially if they're on Snapchat and stuff like that. She only took pictures of herself. Hmm. Okay. Well, like I said, I didn't think anything of it because I was just sitting at home waiting for my car to get fixed. Got my car fixed. Like by that weekend is over, I'm out driving around. Like, okay, cool. And I'm waiting for her to give me a call. No phone call. A couple days later. Now, sometimes not hearing her for 2 or 3 days is normal in that relationship. I mean, is it normal now? Not really, but thing is, I learned that if you really want to keep somebody, you don't call them every fucking day. Or you don't call them 10 or 3 times a day. You gotta let her get some space. So that's what I was trying to do. I said I don't want to jinx this relationship like I jinx everything else by trying to call them every day, try to text them every day. I didn't try to do that. I try to keep some space and everything else. Okay. Little did I realize that she actually moved on because she wasn't returning my phone calls or my texts. And so all of a sudden, her sister calls me up out of the blue. "Oh yeah, I'm coming to town and all this other stuff. We're gonna go hang out and stuff like that." I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "So so how's she doing? You heard from her?" She goes, "Oh yeah, she's doing fine and everything else." So yeah, I haven't heard from her in a while. She said she was gonna call me back, and she never called back. Then that's when she says, "Oh, oh," and when she said, "Oh, oh, oh," when she started going like that, I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" Oh, she didn't tell you, did she? I said, well, "Tell me what?" She's hanging out with somebody new. I'm like, "What the fuck you talking about hanging out with somebody new?" I'm thinking to myself, when do you have time to hang out with somebody new when you dating someone like me? Okay. And then it starts two and two together. She didn't want to go out to eat a lot. A lot of times, say, "Hey, let's go out to eat." No, no, no. Let me go. I want to hang out with this. I want to hang out with my girlfriends. I want to do this. And then all of a sudden, she was like, "Oh yeah," she was hanging out with this guy here, this guy here. She was, while she was, I was like, "What?" She was, "What?" Well, it was just something. I'm like, she was like, "Oh well, maybe I shouldn't have told you this shit." I'm like, "Wow, that's fucked up." And like I said, when I heard that, I crashed. I broke down. I looked up. I said, "What the fuck happened?" And at that moment, I was like, "Oh my God, my whole world just crashed. All the stuff that I'd done for this person, poof. You don't get any of that back. You don't get any, you help this person live. And guess what? You're not getting any of that back. You help that person survive. You're not gonna get any of that back. At least the stupid woman. You would think that at least the stupid woman could say, you know what, Art, I don't want to be around you anymore. You can't provide for me or something like that. No, she just cut off and left. I'm like, oh wow. But the funny thing is, she goes, well, she's only with that guy because he got money. I'm like, that doesn't make me feel any better. That doesn't make me feel any better at all. So, so here's the thing. In my mind, this woman right here, that's what she was waiting for. Now, guess what? No matter what this motherfucker, now, funny things, and this guy, he knows what she's there for. So that means that guy has carte blanche to do whatever he wants. He can cheat her left and right because she ain't leaving because she likes to be around that shit. So here's the funny thing is, like I said, it was the roughest day. It was the roughest couple weeks, roughest month. I went out and started drinking heavily. Like I said, it was the darkest day of my life, darkest day in my last few lives. But the thing is, I went through this shit before. But the funny thing is, you forget that you went through this kind of stuff before. And then, here's what I said, was one of the better days. And one day I woke up and I realized I was just playing around. I was the stand-in. I was the stand-in. Like for example, I'm the stunt guy. The actor gets all the accolades. The stunt guy does the stunts. I was the stunt guy, and I instantly got rage. And then I looked up. I said, "Wait, hold on a second." And then I fell into some other shit, which I already documented a long time ago. But as you can see, with that mindset, I kept in that mindset. Then one day after all that got cleared up, something miraculously happened. I realized I don't have this anchor around me anymore. I don't have this anchor tying me down, weighing me down. Because I was working like 10 hours a day, overtime, all this other stuff. And then just shifting my shit to this woman and these people. And I realized the anchor is gone. I'm free and clear to do whatever I want. Now, mind you, now mind you, it takes a while to rebuild from that something like that. Now, a lot of people will say, "Well, you know, you were foolish to do all that." But then again, a lot of people fall for this shit. So I don't feel so bad. Before I felt like, oh man, how can I fall for this shit? How can I fall for this? How can I do this? How can I? But guess what? This woman did me like she did a whole bunch of other people. I just never saw the signs because all the people that she got was around. I never hear about them. But all of her friends keep telling me stuff about these guys. Oh, she used to date this guy here. She dated this person here. Dated this person. Then found out that some other things that was going on, and I was like, man, I because of this woman, I got assaulted for no apparent reason. Got harassed for no apparent reason. I got broke for no apparent reason. All because of my emotions. It wasn't in the right. It was in the right place, but not at the right person. So it's kind of hard to find that person to do all that stuff with. It's hard because a lot of bullshit is bullshit. Because here's the funny thing is, I go out sometimes, and sometimes I'm around women. I hear and I listen to them talk. You know, I told you about the one story about the one girl I almost got laid at the girl who I was seeing her house at her ex husband's house. I told you about that story. And the funny thing is, she was hanging out with these guys for their money. A lot of women are out to do that. A lot of guys are out there to hanging out with women just for whatever they can get. But that's life. The only problem is that You have to look out for yourself, and that's number one. Sorry. I had to look out for number one. So, and the thing is, it took me a while to figure that out. My friend Tony and my friend Benjamin, they kind of helped steer me into that direction. And the thing is, I had to look up, and it's like, I look up for 2.5 years, for like a year and a half, I didn't enjoy my damn self. Other people was enjoying my shit, but I wasn't enjoying my own shit. I like buying music. I didn't really buy that much music in a year and a half. I like going to concerts. I never really did that much. I like buying comic books or movies and stuff like that. And I couldn't really do that much because I'm like times was kind of lean. And at times was lean because of me being stupid. Believing in something that didn't believe in me. Now, like I said, that's the way how it is. That's the way how it happens to a lot of people. I mean, for example, my cat right over there, I'm looking at her. She's looking at me because she knows I'm talking about her. She only basically hangs around me when she wants to get a drink of water, food, or snacks. In the morning, she'll open my door, jump on my bed, and just lay there until I get up. Now, until I get up to do something, and that's what she will do. Any other times I can't pick her up. She don't want me to pet her. She doesn't want anything. She wants me to do things her way, and that's kind of funny. If I'm gonna do that, I might as well listen to my cat. But one thing I've learned about this whole experience, you matter. I matter. You matter. Right now, I'm kind of glad I'm not hooked up with any woman. I'm glad I'm not hanging out with any women. I'm glad of that because I don't have. Well, I was for a hot second the Maria thing. That's a totally different story in itself, which I talked about in the past, but we're not going there. Problem is that you want something. Everybody wants something. Some people just want a buddy to hang out with. Some people just want a friend to talk to. And some people want something else, whether it's physical or whatnot. And the thing is that some people will put that out there in a different way to where you you reciprocate that way, or you decide, okay, if you're putting out feelers that you want something more than just a regular buddy hang out, and then when someone goes for it, you say, whoa, whoa, hold on a second, it's confusing. You're playing around. And to tell you the truth, I don't have that much time to play anymore. Tell you the truth, this is what I've been playing. See, the thing is, I got all the time in the world to play this. This isn't the game I bought. This is a game I was looking for years. Finally bought it. I have time to play this kind of games. I don't have time to play these little he said, she said kind of shit. Because at the end of the day, I still have that game. I bought that game. That game came to my. I ordered it last week. That game came to my door Monday night, Monday or Tuesday. That game is still going to be there until I lose it or I sell it. But little Philly here or little Philly there, they're gone because I'm not giving them what they want. You want to hang out with me? You want to call me out of the blue just to say hi? No. You call me out of the blue just to see what you can get. And that's another story which I will tell you in the next video. But the one thing I'm going to tell you is that you matter. You fucking matter. If you are in a relationship with anybody, whether it's romantic or friendship, remember, you matter. The other person matters too, to a sense, but you matter more. But the problem is, if you do too much of you and not enough of them, it gets unbalanced, and that's where a lot of wrecked shit happens. Okay, this is going on 20 minutes. this is my ranting for today, and hopefully I'll do another video pretty soon.